So what did you do today that you love doing? What what did you make time for yourself? That's the most important thing. I'm a very big time person. That's why I'm always trying to find ways to buy more time. And that way I can do the things I like. That's what I didn't like when I was working all the time, is that, well, at least I picked a job that I enjoyed doing things at. I enjoy baking and cooking, so my job was about a third of doing that. So at least I got to do what I loved all day, and the time went by like crazy. So if you have to get a job, make sure you pick a job that is part of your personality and interests, not just for having to pay the bills. Next, find uh, time in your day to get back into what you love. That's really important. I mean, even moving out here and getting busy building the tiny house and all this stuff, it was like go, 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 go all the time to try and get it done. And I was missing on reading books and working on my computer and learning stuff, because that's what I used to really love. And spirituality and gardening. Finally, the fourth year, I got to build a beautiful garden this summer, and I've been starting to read books again. And books are really great for your mind. They stimulate thoughts. You might not even be uh, thinking about the book itself, the content in the book, but what happens is it kind of brings you to another place, and reading can help you figure out things in the back burner, uh, problems or things you want to change or address or maintain, and all of a sudden you get eurekas out of it just by it spinning in the background. But distractions and interacting with people constantly, and like I don't know, I can't think of the things right now because I've changed my life a lot. But even washing dishes is a great thing. You may not enjoy washing dishes, um, or cutting firewood or whatever, but it puts you in this transcendental state, and your mind drifts into other places. And that is the place, maybe, where if you are a digital marketer or want to get into doing an online business, um, use the time while you're washing the dishes or doing something that's repetitive and doesn't require a lot of thinking because you know the skill already, to think about what it is you want to do, and vision and plan your future. Everything that you have happen or come into play, unknowingly or knowingly, is from a vision, and everyone needs a bigger vision. I always say, go further into your life, to like maybe even your funeral, to think of what would they say about you, or what would people say you were known for, or what did you accomplish, what assets did you have, what did you leave behind, what is your legacy. That's the cool part about the Legacy Builder program, is the shift, and your life is your business. You're doing what you love, you're enjoying it, you're making content from it, and gaining time, and the business is like part of your life. You're not run by your business is run by you. That's the beauty of the Legacy Builder program. I can't even believe it. And when Michelle talked about perception and changing people's lives, that's really what it is. They say it's a lot of mindset, but it's not just the word mindset. It is getting your mind set on, what do you want for your life? How do you want to see your day? And how can you fit in learning some stuff so that you don't have to go back to that grind, and do the things you don't like, do the things that you're forced to do. I think, you know, my whole life since I was a child, I always thought, why are they all doing this stuff? Like, life could be a lot simpler and happier. like artists, or musicians, or the people that are write books and things like that. They had it right. They had it good. Or even a master craftsman making cabinets or something. It's nice to do what you love, that you put your heart and soul into, than to go to these, uh, I don't know, cashier jobs, cleaning in hotels, or being a janitor, working in a mill, um, working on an assembly line. That just doesn't seem like everyone I talk to that is in jobs sort of like that are not happy, and they're tired, and you got to think your environment is everything. And imagine being around other people who are just as miserable. That matters. Energy matters. The vibe matters. And the surroundings matter. I should have turned that fan off, but I might as well leave it on since it's been going all this time anyways. Um, but yes, so if you're looking for something to help pull you into the direction you want to go, I would say try a system like the Legacy Builder program. There's a link in my bio that you can go and check it out. And don't think about it as the digital marketing, learning and promoting business. Think about it as this is a way for you to pull yourself into a place where you can sit down and think about what you want for your life and how you want to change it, and allow yourself to do the things that it says to do, and in the 2 to 4 hours a day. And then imagine, at the price points that it is sold at, how would your day be if you made your entire paycheck in a couple days versus 10 days, something like that, that kind of scenario. um, and then imagine you get better and faster at it, that you do cut the whole thing down to like 2 hours a day, and not 2 solid hours. We're talking about doing a little bit in the morning and making a couple of videos throughout the day, and maybe going on a live. um, I would say go on a live for an hour every day, as half of the amount of you'll get more results. And what do you got to lose? And who cares what they think? If they, don't even worry about the comments. Or, I mean, we go out and talk to people and strangers all the time, and everybody's going to think things. So what does it matter? But could you imagine if you could make a couple sales a week? you know, you might double your income, and only work a third of the time that you were putting in at your job. Um, and what would that do for you? What would that do for your mind? And then imagine, instead of going and being pulled all over the place, and having to go to that job that you don't like, imagine spending more time taking your kids places, or imagine spending more time, even if you love knitting, something simple like that, or quilting, or uh, just going to a park and taking photographs. Imagine if you could spend more time, if those were your hobbies, or going to coffee shops and just observing people, and relaxing and taking in that environment instead of your job all day. Could you imagine how nice that would be? Yeah, every day could be different. Every day could be different instead of the same mundane repetition all the time. Yes, it's going to take work, and it's going to take a while. It might even take you a year before you even get your mind around it. And it may take a year to 3 years before you even see some really good results. But it's better than watching TV every night. And it's better than I don't know, better than a lot of things that we do with our time, because you're going to be building video real estate. You know, most people do well within the first 90 days, start seeing results. But the thing is, let's say you didn't. Like, every day that you make a video and every day that you put time into it, it's going to add up and it's going to stack. It's going to stack into like one video to, let's say it was just one video a day, 365 videos a year. But usually you're making 2 or 3 videos, short clips of 30 seconds or so a day. Now, could you, and then if you did lives, you would have those as well. Duplicating yourself every day. Well, like, that's like 1,000 videos a year. And then that'd be 2,000 videos, 3,000 videos, that will pay off in the end, because when a person finds you and they want to hear more, all those videos are speaking for you. That's also giving you more time, so you don't have to be answering questions and repeating yourself all the time. Mind you, your little videos and stuff will be repeating yourself, but that's great because it's the same message all the time. You're just changing it up all the time. How hard can that be? It's like explaining. If you're a parent, you're telling your kids things over and over again all day anyways, so why not do it for your business? This is my point, and I love the idea of shifting, and I just love the peace. That's what you'll get from this. You'll feel in control of your life, and you're going to start almost living like you're there already. Your mind is going to get into the dream of it, and you will change and adjust, and you're going to feel peace and bliss, and it's going to feel really weird at first. Almost like winning the lottery. If you are a lottery manifester and player, that is the secret to winning ticket, to the winning tickets vibe. I've won a lot of lottery tickets, small prizes, a lot, just from coming from the feeling of what it would feel like to already have won. And that's how you have to feel in your business. You have to feel like you already succeeded. You already have $1 million in the bank. How would you be? How would your peace of mind be? How would your beingness be? How would your day look if you already had $1 million in the bank? Yeah. And when you start doing that, in the business or not in the business, even your world changes. Everything around you changes. You attract different things. Things seem to just come to you. So it'll change everything in your life. And that is worth putting in some time just to get your mind in a better place so that you can have a better life. You can have a better feeling about life instead of stress and worry. You'll even be able to solve problems quicker and faster once you shift your anxiety and your depression, if you have that, from certain things that happen to us in life. You can even handle the loss of something a lot better when you're in that place. So starting an online business with any program would be a blessing in some way to just your life. That's what I found when I started doing this. This wasn't new to me because I had done things before in the past, but when I did this particular system, I loved it because it was already set up in the way that I thought was fantastic, and I know that it works. I've seen it, and I see the core of it in everything. So I always say just pick something, so long as it's duplicatable. And then you have a foundation, you know it's going to be successful. It's just mastering your message. And then you yourself can practice in this long enough and understand how it all works, the funnel, how the funnel works, how to work with people and make the videos and do the marketing and all that. And it can lead to greater things if you want to do that. This is plenty enough. But let's say you have a burning desire to do something else. All you have to do is basically just, it's like cookies. I mean, you want chocolate chip cookies or you want double chocolate chip cookies. You're just going to change, you know, the kind of cookie. So if you have something you want to create a digital product about, you just, the whole system works the same. You're just changing one product to another. That's it. And you can do it over and over again when you get good at it. But you want to get good at something first. And I love that you can practice in this and build your confidence. And then you can go into other things. And yeah, you know, yeah, when you can go into other things of your own, you'll feel even better about it because you won't be making those mistakes. This way you get to see everything, learn, and grow through it. And then when you go to do your own thing, you're already good at it. You already know what to do. But mostly, it's about the dream. You want to put yourself in the dream and start living in the dream. And the dream becomes reality. It's really that simple. That's the secret. And you think about it before you go to sleep at night and you wake up into it in the morning. Set your alarm, jump into the day excited about something new that you can see yourself do, and 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 put yourself in that outfit, not clothing, in that role of this new life, and see how that goes. It's a crazy awesome thing. It's like going to buy a new car. What do you do before you buy the new car? You start fantasizing about what it's going to be like driving it. You even sit in it just so you get the experience, so you know what to imagine. That's why we have a digital growth community, so we can be around other people who are making wins and being successful, so that we can see what they're doing, get the feeling off them, and interact with them, because it's, you know, the Midas touch. It's like, you know, you rub off on each other. And we have very good people in our community. It's such a thriving, happy, wonderful, positive place. Just that alone, to be part of something like that, is uplifting in this world. No matter what, it's association, and that creates your identity. Um, the, mo- the more you are associated with and put attention into, you become like it. It's like my garden. I started it with a small garden. Next thing you know, it's growing, blossoming. I'm adding more and more, and it's starting to look like a paradise. That's how you can create your own life paradise, just by starting and doing steps every day. Every day, you will walk into your own heaven. Yeah, you want to create your own heaven and get out of anything that might have put you into something that feels like hell.